Hello everyone, this is Pilpoh. Welcome back to ATM10 To The Sky. Now, I was just checking the miles per gallon on this thing right here, on the RV, and it's like 14. Well, that's actually really bad, isn't it? I mean, it is an RV, but you'd expect a bit better from something like this. Anyway, I've done a lot of tidy up, as you can tell. I don't think I've done anything extra. Well, I've done a few things extra. Like, I've made a flux sieve, but it's got nothing in it. So, yeah. I've moved this one over to here. So we've got all of our ores in here now. Plus, I am thinking we just raw smelt stuff because I can't be bothered to make the hammer, if I'm honest. I just can't be bothered. So we're just doing that one for now. We've got lots of stuff to smelt. So I should probably upgrade that thing, if I'm honest. The furnace. Now we're doing a bit. It's all good. Let me show you all the things I've done. Now, one of the big things that I've done straight away, you could tell because it's on my back. I made myself a backpack because I love using the backpack. Not for the reason that other people use it. I personally love to use it because I can store all of my tools in there. I've also got a few things. I did go ahead and I made a bunch of stuff for applied energistics because that is what we are planning to do today. Bit of applied, right? So we've got the inscriber. Inscriber is really easy. It's a bit of piston and, you know, a bit of iron, a bit of copper. What else we got? We've got all of the presses as well. Now, these ones, the way I did it was skystone, and then did you know you can get silicon like ridiculously easily nowadays? There's this stuff called quartz blend. Extended AE adds this, and it's so good because you get 6 out of it for 1 Certus quartz. Obviously, it does cost coal, and it also costs like sand and stuff, but it's still really good. I think that's like a ridiculously good for us to get. Now, I just remembered something. I am running out of fuel. I had like a ridiculous amount of mineral logs. So I was actually planning on setting these ones up like this. There we go. So that will feed into this one. We'll get a good amount of charcoal, which would be very useful. You can see, look, I only put in, I think, what, 60 of the quartz blend. And we got like a ridiculous amount out. Actually, it might have been more than 60. Yeah, I think it was a hell of a lot more than 60. It's all good. Over here, you can see I've set up a advanced item collector. So this thing's really good. It just like picks up stuff from the ground. Although for some reason, my magnet, which I've also made a magnet, by the way, one of these things, really easy to make. Especially when you've got the, you know, the end stone right there. So we have got a bunch of end stone coming in. But I sieved a bunch of it, and we've got loads of ender pearls and eyes of ender, because you get that from sieving the crushed end stone. We've been doing it, obviously, on the iron mesh right there. And as you can see, we've got a load of draconium dust as well, because draconic evolution is in this, and we love it. Now, I actually had a comment in my last episode, and that was that, what's the point in playing this pack, because the ATM Star's not in it? Well, guess what? It is in it. So let me show you the ATM Star. ATM Star is an ultimate crafting recipe. I love this. I actually really like the ultimate crafting. Like, it's been a while since we've seen it as well. So I'm quite happy about that. I heard a load of people go, yeah, at least it's not create. But I actually really like the create version as well. So anyway, we need to get unobtainium or the modium. All the modium actually isn't that bad because we can sieve for it. I'm not really sure how you get vibranium and all the, unobtainium and vibranium. I'm not sure how you get those. But you need these singularities. You also need one of these ultimate singularities. And that is one of every singularity. And it turns into an ultimate one. So we're going to have to look into doing that at some point. Philosopher's Fuel is like a bunch of stuff right here. And powered canola, which is kind of cool. Actually a really good like power setup, I think. We could try it at least, couldn't we? Sentient Ender. Requires a witch. I remember using this in All the Mods 10 recently, actually. This one here, we need the Wither Rose thing, which is, it's just a bit of nether stars. I'm so glad we don't need to get like a billion nether stars like you do in the main game. Pulsating Black Hole is a bunch of stuff. Now, this one here looks really daunting. And so does this one, and so does this one. But they're really not. Because we've got infinite cobblestone from the infinite cobblestone disc. So that's actually not that bad. And we've already seen that the compressed hammer can hammer down anything, you know, what any of the compressed stuff into the gravel version and then the sand version, for example. So these three, really easy. The gold, maybe not so much, because that is actually 9 times that. Because that is a 5x block of gold. Meaning that we would have to get a block of gold times that. Yeah, anyway. Same thing for the iron. And the logs might be a bit of a pain. I don't think it'd be that bad, though. We could set up a little tree farm. Maybe create tree farm. I like doing those. Might actually try and find one that's a bit different for once. I mean, there's the Just Diet things one, isn't there? Maybe we do the create one, because it's been a while. Redstone, that shouldn't be too bad. Sieving. Obsidian, we can get there. Easy enough, I think. We've got the dirt one as well. Now, no idea what we're going to do with this. I'm guessing the mining dimension's still in this. I'll have to have a look. Anyway. Today, I wanted to crack on with some applied energistics. Now, I still haven't shown you everything I've done, have I? So I moved all of my chests from over there over to here. I do plan on converting these into like the sophisticated storage chests. And that way we can link them. We can link them to a storage controller. And my plan is we're going to put our everything like right here. Like applied energistics wise. I think that'd just be a good idea. Just stick it right there. That'd be good. Maybe we don't put it... No, we are going to put it there. Yeah. I'll expand it later. And we can always move a few bits and bobs, can't we? So, yeah. Anyway, yeah. We're going to put some applied energistics in the middle there. Over here, I've just moved everything. Oh, did I mention I made an ender tank? Remember last episode, the assembler, we could get blaze rod. Good old rod right here. You can actually get one of those by putting 4 blaze powder. And you get yourself a blaze rod. So, I got a few blaze rods and I made myself some ender tanks. It's my way of getting basically wireless like power for now. Although we should probably do wireless power today because it's actually relatively simple in this pack. Because first off, we got loads of eyes of ender and loads of ender pearls. But you know what? I'm actually just going to set some up now. Why not? Yeah, I think actually we might need more than a stack. So you need a ×1 on the obsidian right there. And you also need a regular old obsidian. How do we do this? I need some blocks. Get some cobblestone and 1 and 2. Obsidian goes on top and we throw that down and we punch it. And there you go. We got ourselves some flux dust already. Pretty cool. Also, as you can tell, I made a diamond pickaxe because moving the obsidian was a pain in the bum when we were moving around all of the cobble gens. So, yeah. Another thing I did was I went around. I didn't do an amazing job, to be fair, but I went around and I put all of the moss back because, as you can see over here, I have been making myself some extractors. So these things are basically the what they call the cobble or the stone generator thingies from Zycraft, and they're really good. So we've got one right here making us some chorus fruit. I had this in my beta playthrough, so I thought I might as well build it here as well. So now at Flux Networks. Now I don't remember if it was so I did record a bunch of episodes. You know what? 40 should do us. There you go. I recorded a bunch of episodes where I basically, how do I put it? I complained about Flux Networks a little bit. There you go. So I want to make this Flux controller right here. Actually, it is Quest. I forgot about this. So we need to keep an eye on the... Oh my goodness. Right. You know what we're going to do? We're going to sit right here and then we're going to... You know what? Middle click. You get all of this stuff and middle click. And that one. And we're going to do... that. Oh, look at that. There you go. It got picked up by this. That's a lot of stuff. Right, managed to tidy all of that up. Ish. Right there. Insulated wire from Oritech. Interesting. Right, I'm going to lob those away because obviously they don't work right there, but that's fine. In here, by the way, if you have a look right there, you see there's ghost items. You can do that by doing remember. So you can do like select all slots. And you'll notice that I didn't just middle click and then select the remember all slot thing. I actually put these in order. I thought, you know, it would look nice. Okay, I did give up around here, to be fair. It was just like, chuck it all in, whatever. But yeah, I got them all in order. I thought that would look quite neat, if I'm honest. But yeah, anyway. Right, so we're going to take some of the redstone afterwards, actually, because we need to make this first. So, flux controller, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, quest. What about this? Right, where's, it's not power, is it? It's flux. It'll be in the power settings, though, wherever it is. There it is. Lovely. That's going to give us some flux dust. Nice. So that's going to want us to make a flux plug, which is actually fine. We could do that. Stick that one in the middle. Gets us a flux plug. We need one of these anyway, so I'm quite happy to do this. This, by the way, is a ×8 magmatic generator. Just putting it out there that I made a ×8. I am actually going to put this one right on the back. We're going to create a brand new network and call it Pilpoh's network. And it's going to be private because it's just us on this world. So there it is. Nice. We can actually also make a flux point if we wanted to. So we can actually use this flux point over here on the flux sieve. Just putting out there. That is something we could do. And what is nice is it actually does show you how much like power each thing is using. It's pretty good. But the final thing we need to do, I think if we come out of here and we have a look. Okay, that gives you a flux block. That's pretty good actually, right there. Got to read all of that stuff. We got our flux. Okay, we got 2 out of that. So strange. This one right here, the wireless flux controller. That's the badger. That's what it's called. One of these things. This thing's really cool. I'm actually going to go put this over here because it kind of fits. Let's stick it there. Basically, if we had anything that needed charging, can we think of anything that needs a charge? There you go. So if we put this one on our inventory, nothing is going to happen because you need to come in here and you need to go to wireless charging. And you select all the things you want to be wirelessly charged. You select enable wireless charging and you press OK. And if we have a look right here, give it a second. There you go. It is pulling. Oh, flipping heck. It just pulled 500,000 FE out of our magmatic generator over here. That was pretty fun. Already 500,000 done. This thing's really cool, by the way. You can, like, you know, build with stuff. Yeah. We don't actually need it right now. So that's going in the backpack. Now, you can also see I made some diamond upgrades. I made some of these in the beta as well. So I'm going to stick 1 diamond upgrade in here. And in the meantime, I'm just going to put 1 thing of gravel in there because it will do... There you go. We should see some stuff come in. It will do 16 at a time, basically. Ah, did I not hammer it in this direction? I swear I did. There you go. Oh, I haven't put a flipping mesh in, have I? I have got a mesh around here somewhere. Now, I was using a gold mesh. Might be a stupid idea. I'm just going to nick this one. Why not? There you go. So now, right there, you could see we got a bunch of stuff. That was pretty fun, actually. Nice. And it did all of them. That is not sustainable, though. I don't think this thing makes enough power right now. If we have a look at it, it creates... actually, it might create enough. Whereas if we have a look in here, it says it costs 2,560 per. Yeah, and it says 512 per tick. RF per tick. Okay, this might be able to be done then. Can we do it with the other one as well? What does the other one do? We should still be able to do this one. I suppose if everything else is running as well, won't be able to use that, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Anyway, let's get 4 of these and stick them in. Is it going to do half at a time? Yeah, it just did half. Should be able to... How much power are you pulling? Yeah, you're doing all right. Doing okay. It seems to be keeping up. That's not too bad, actually. Yeah, 32 at a time. Love it. Right, let me grab a bunch of the most important thing right now, which is sand, actually, funny enough. Yeah, we need the sand because sand gives us all of the stuff from Applied Energistics. That is the plan. I like that. We've already got ourselves put all of this back, I think. We've already got ourselves some Flux networks up and running. That's pretty awesome. Right, I'm going to go a little bit quick with this one as well when it comes to the inscriber and everything from Applied Energistics. There is one tip that I got from you guys that I completely forgot was a thing. Ooh, bit of iron there, thank you. And that is, if we take our charge Certus and we take, what, I'm actually just going to use all of this charge Certus, because why not? And we're going to get all of the nether quartz as well. I'm actually going to turn my magnet off, and we're going to go over here. Although, to be fair, we have a little pool right here, don't we? So maybe I should just do it here. That should... There you go. I turned my magnet back on right there. That should make us some Flux crystals. So we can take the Flux crystals, turn it into a Flux block, and we can make a crystal resonance generator. I forgot this was... Oh, you bumhole. That uses a charge source. Okay, fine. Actually fine, because charger is stupid easy for us to make. There it is. Thank you. And what we can do with that is we can take one of our regular Certus. Now, today we're not going to set up the infinite Certus, but there is a really good recipe, which I want to tell you guys about real quick. Now, you can use the... Actually, I'll tell you what. It's probably easier if we have a look at the Certus quartz dust in the reaction chamber. This thing is from Advanced AE. Slam your reaction chamber with some water. So just use the infinite water source thing that we've already done. And put some power into it. It does take a little bit of power, to be fair. And then you want to have something which is charging your Certus and something which is crushing your Certus. And you also need to do some logistic-y stuff, right? So you need half of it to go back into creating more of the Certus quartz. And then the other half you can use for whatever else you want. It's really difficult to explain. I actually did it in my most recent All the Mods 10 series. So if you are interested, go and have a look at that. We will do it this series as well, but not quite yet. Anyway, we are going to do that at some point. I wanted to point that out. Oh, did I mention that this thing over here is running off a superheating element, which is, if we have a look, it's the 60 times. So if we have a look at this one, it's got a rate of 60 times. Basically, that is super quick, and it's being fed by the compacting drawer still. So we've got one right there. I also put a void upgrade in this, so yeah, when it comes to us connecting stuff together, it should be okay. Now, I wanted to make a crystal resonance generator. Did I not? Crystal resonance generator, one of those bad boys. Can we not make one? Oh, need some more copper. I told you we needed more copper. I knew it. Also, this thing looks insanely cool. You gotta give it that. It looks really cool. Now, there's a point. I'm gonna put it where I want it to like live, basically. Which is up against this thing, like that. This, did you just go in here? That was a bit of a big range, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Damn. At some point, I might actually fill the rest of these in. But I don't know exactly what's going to go in here. But that means that this thing wouldn't be able to, like, put it into the system. Anyway. Over here is where I'm going to make something that you don't really need to make. And that is the controller from Applied Energistics. Do we need to make a controller? I don't think we do, but I'm going to make one anyway, because why the heck not? So we need actually this thing over here to smelt some... I really need to upgrade this, don't I? Looking at it, I really need to upgrade the iron furnace. I wonder if we could do that, actually. I think it needs blocks in the corners. Ah, no, it needs one block. Okay, that's not too bad then. There we go. Can we upgrade that again? Just because I'm being greedy right now. I think you can. Yes, we could do that. The upgrade. There it is. And then... yeah, we could do that one as well. Why not? So we're going to have an emerald furnace. And all this will do right now is... There we go. Make it really quick. It will still burn the same amount of fuel. It will still be, you know, very not fuel efficient, but that's fine. for now, we did get that sky stone. That's pretty good. So we actually need to put that one back through like that. Yeah, because you need skystone block, and we're going to use that to make ourselves a controller. So if we do that, and we have a look right there, we need an ME controller. We don't need one, but I want one because they're pretty cool. I actually am going to take some of the silicon, and I'm going to get like 4 diamonds to go through this, yeah, and I'll put like 8 of these through, and we need to put like loads of gold through the inscriber as well. Later on, we're not going to have an inscriber because you don't need one later on. You do need one to begin with, though. So I'm going to put one of these inscribers in here, the silicon one. I'm going to make enough of these. Actually, I'll tell you what. Where is the acceleration cards? How far away are they? Not far away at all. Okay. Yeah, we're going to make those now then. Why not? We need calculation for this one. Oh, okay. Oh, no, there you go. Sorry, it makes 2 per, doesn't it? So, there you go. Use a bit of our Flux right there. This will just make things a lot quicker. So, I'm going to stick the silicon press back in, like that. You can see it is a lot quicker, but even quicker if you use the circuit slicer, which is this bad boy. Put a block of silicon in, and it will make 9 silicon printed right there, which is really good. Right, I'm just going to go ahead and start putting these all together like this. Now, I do love a bit of applied energistics, I will admit. So if I do go a little bit quick, then I do apologize. And there we go. We got all of the processes. I think not all of them that we need. I think, no, maybe we do have all of them that we need. I need to stick 2 of these in, don't I? Thank you. And I do need some of this dust, because I remembered we need to make ourselves some quartz fiber. And we need to make some cables. We actually do need cables. So for this one, we've got the ME controller. This is going to go right there. Now, something about the resonance generator is that it can charge, I think it's 20 AE per tick. AE is its own sort of calculation. It's a bit weird. But yeah, there it is. Anyway, that's going to charge that up. I want to make myself, first off, a... yeah, do we do this? I think we're going to have to do that, aren't we? Yeah, we want to make 2 storage buses, but we also want to make ourselves a crafting terminal. All right, let's crack into making the crafting terminal. I just made some of the quartz glass. You need an illuminated panel. We're going to use all of these eventually, by the way. But for now, we want to make the crafting terminal, which is the ME terminal, which needs a formation core, which is why we needed to smoosh up the Flux crystals. Get ourselves Flux dust right there. We need an annihilation. So formation and annihilation. Pretty cool. Construction and destruction if you are refined storage inclined right there. So there we go. This one can now be made right there. I need a crafting table, and that will make us a crafting terminal. And we put the crafting terminal right there, like that. Can't see anything right now. I'm actually going to change this already to the way I like it. So I always have it on sort by number, descending, and I have it on full height terminal. Now, you can't put anything in here right now. You can use the grid, though. I'm going to put stuff in the grid and leave it. But yeah, we're not going to do that. Obviously, we need some storage. So we're going to have a storage bus that goes here. One that goes here for our missing controller for sophisticated storage, which we're going to make in a second. But for now, I wanted to connect it up to this just to prove that it works, right? And then we want to do that right there. So there's one storage bus, and put the storage bus right there. And then we have a look in here, and we've got access to all of the drawers that this is connected to. Which is kind of cool, isn't it? There you go. I made a storage controller. It wasn't that bad to make, to be fair. We just needed the redstone comparators, so we needed some nether quartz. But we already had that because you get it from sieving some I think you get it from sieving netherrack. I'm not sure. So if you go to the crushed thingy, and then we go, yeah, there you go. Do you see that? We got nether quartz from it, so it's pretty good actually. Not bad, because this one's really easy for us to like set up right here. I love using these singularity tanks. Look really nice. Anyway, what were we doing? Sorry. I need to make another set. So 1 and 2. And we're going to make another set of formation. And before I accidentally do it. Oh, we out of... Funny enough, I think we're out of nether quartz now. So let's swap that one out. So we got the annihilation as well. And we need to make an ME interface. We could make 2, to be fair. I'm going to make another one. Why not? And there is our storage bus, like that. Now, before we move on, let's have a look at the sophisticated storage tool right there. So we need an ender pearl and we need a redstone torch. So we just need an ender pearl basically because we can make a redstone torch. Our inventory is a heck of a mess. But with this thing right here, we can actually link this to, first off, that thing over there. Plus we can link it to all of these once they have been turned into sophisticated storage barrels, or in this case, they're going to be sophisticated storage chests, aren't they? Right, there you go. Got all of these. Now I can right click on all of these. And it does convert the entire chest. So this is a double chest worth right here. And we can link those up like that. And that means everything that's in these and everything that's in this thing over here. Unfortunately, I think this is closer than those over there. Which means this has got priority, which is kind of annoying. Although you can, I think, shift, right click, unlink from controller. And then you right click on the controller again, and then you can link it. I don't know if it's in order that you link them, or if it's in proximity to the storage controller. I'm pretty sure it's proximity, meaning most stuff will go in here first. So, for example, by the way, we've got access to everything that's in there now, which is kind of awesome. I probably should make a disk drive. A lot of people were confused why I wasn't making a disk drive before, but anyway, let me put the illuminated panel in and see if it goes in here. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? That's kind of annoying. And we can do remember all slots. And then we can take all of those out. And that way, when I put in my illuminated panels, they don't go in here because they can't. They go in one of these things over here. There you go. Goes to this one first. There you go. And what I can do now, which is, oh, it always feels really good. You can just dump your entire inventory into your AE system. This one looks a bit beefier than the one we made in the beta version that we did. But I quite like the look of this one. It looks pretty cool. Yeah. I'm going to pop these in my backpack because it's always good to have your storage tool on you. But yeah, there we go. That's pretty good. We've got our applied energistics kind of set up. And it's actually free when it comes to power right now because we're not really draining any power whatsoever. As I said, this gives 20. I believe it does anyway. Yeah, there you go. Generation capacity is 20. And so far, these are... You could have literally 10 storage buses and it'd be fine. Ooh, this does remind me as well. I'm going to change this. 9,001 because it's over 9,000. And this is the one we want it to go to first. And then we will change this one to 9,000. No, not 900. It's exactly 9,000 right there. Anyway. Yeah. So if I take these ones out and I pop them back in, they should have gone back into this. Yeah. All right. We can't leave it alone with that. I think we're going to try and get ourselves a... Have we got any Flux? Wait a minute. Flux. Yeah, we're going to do it. Why not? We're going to get ourselves some intro crystals. Intro. At least get the intro seeds going. So we need some... Yeah, we could do that actually. Wait a minute. And pearls. 1, 2, 3. You can stick those in a inscriber like this. I can't believe we haven't done any mechanism yet. We're going to have to do that at some point. That'd be good. So this is going to go in here. And we need some sand, don't we? I got rid of all of the sand. Interesting. Let's just do that. And now if we have a look in here, we should have sand again. Pretty cool. Yeah, we got sand. Nice. So the way that this thing works right here, you put the seed onto the Flux blocks and then it turns it. Basically, it turns it into a budding crystal, and it will grow some entry like crystals. You kind of want some crystal growth accelerators for it, but I'm not going to use them. I'm just going to let it grow. Let it grow. So for now, it's just going to go right in the middle right there, because it can grow on the bottom as well. You want all faces to be, yeah, to just be able to be grown on, if you know what I mean. Oh, that sound, by the way, was my backpack eating for me, which was very nice. So yeah, we're just going to leave this for now. And I wanted to show you something real quick as well. Did you know you can get flawless budding in this? So you see this? Look at that. Apparently you can do it with ender crafting as well, using gears. I know gears is a big thing now. I think it was in FTB Skies, right? FTB Skies 2. I saw a load of people using it. It was also in all the mods Arcana, or all the magic Arcana. And we didn't actually use it in that at all, but I know you could use it. But yeah, you can actually make it using this thing called the Crystal Fixer. This just goes underneath one of your flawed budding crystals. Stick a bunch of charged Certus quartz in there, and there's a 5% chance that it will turn it into a flawless. And then you never need this again. And the flawless is just there forever, and it doesn't degrade. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to call it here for today. I thought we could do a bit more with this, but apparently not. We've got our Energistics. I'm going to wait for this to grow all of its crystals, and then we're going to mine them up. Get ourselves some entro crystals. I'm actually going to put some fortune. That's a point. Before we leave, I want to show you. Book. There you go. We got 2 fortune 2s. No idea where we got them. It was definitely a quest reward, I believe. Does remind me. Should we do it before we end? We're not looking over a cliff, so we're all good. Not bad. Pretty good, actually. Flux block. More oak chests. Nice. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to call it here. So, thank you for watching. Thanks for joining. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.